The situation that we're looking at here would be a base cap on a stair running down the rake to a corner where it has to turn the corner without the ability to transition to level. So you cannot use the same size profile if you're transitioning on the rake. So this one has been cut at a 45 such that this is now plumb. And what we've done is, and we're assuming that this would be nailed to the wall and this would be level. We've mitered these two together. This creates a right angle. And we can now use the material itself as our guide to remove material where it extends past the base material or the profile. So we don't have to know any of the aspects of size. We don't have to worry about the fact that this is going to change from a radius to a elliptical form. The only thing that's required is to remove the material that's extending past what we have here. So we've cut off the extra so that it's in manageable form. We're going to tack it down so that we can work with it and yet get it off again. Some gauging to assist you in your layout so that you know that the back side isn't getting deeper than the front side. So I've pared down to my line. I have this little shoulder here now that I need to lay out. Yeah, this will be reasonably close. Close enough for what we got to do on a sample piece. Come through and darken that line. This is a shoulder plane. This one happens to be a metal-bodied one. You can buy inexpensive old wood-bodied one. And we're just going to drop down and gauge closely, just using our fingers as a guide. I know how Roy Underfield's trying to talk and work at the same time. So we've established that little shoulder right there. Now, by using the plane in several facets, we can approximate that detail. And that's about as far as we want to go on that. There's a little bit left on this that can be removed. There are several tools that we can use to get that close. And at this point it'd be sandpaper. We now have this aspect of it. It would be easier to clamp it in this position. If we can find another facet, we can. Now it's the same deal again. You want to make sure that you don't gain or lose height, so we'll gauge off of that. We want to remove as much material in a hurry as we can. And now I'm going to pare down to this line. You always tend to cut more on the back side than the front side, so you want to stop at a certain point and profile the front. This is a joinery float. These were designed by the guys at Clark & Williams and are produced by Lee Nielsen Company. They act like a combination between a rasp and a plane. They've got a lot of cutting surface areas. You can hog off a lot of material in a hurry or lighten up and reduce or take off a small amount of material, just how much pressure is applied. We've now got to the point that it's close enough that we can use sandpaper to finish out the profile. And that's the return.